Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Manchester United facing Manchester City.
Thanks, Derek.
City get the corner. Well, you might say every goalkeeper's meat and drink. Gabriel. Now with Bellingham. Now with Kaut. Well, he's certainly not alone. Keeper did his job to begin with. And he gobbles up the second chance. Disappointment for the keeper. No wonder he's asking questions of his defence.
Well, here it is again, and I feel a bit sorry for the goalkeeper. He makes a good save to start with, but where are his defenders following in? Instead, it's the attacker who's alert. He gets to the ball first, and it's a good finish.
So United restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they come up with an equaliser? Well, he failed to get it away properly. Gervinho. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Park Ji-sung. And on to Park. Here's Rafinha. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Well, advantage City after the first 45 minutes, but a long way from being decided. Now, who can he play it to? Dembele! And the opportunity goes a-begging. He decided to hit that with power rather than going for placement. Maldini. Michael Owen. And on to Park. Well, he knows what he's doing defensively. So a half an hour remaining. Dembele. Andrea Pirlo. Good use of the ball as they look to extend their lead. And look at this! And a very good challenge. Harry Kane. Here's Rafinha. Kane. And it's Harry Kane on the run. Not a convincing clearance. And the threat averted by Zambrotta.
Well, these United fans are doing everything they can to get their team back into this, but can they find that moment of inspiration to get...
This could level it. Oh, a goal! They've come up with a late leveller. Really doing this the hard way.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that.
So, a level contest, 1-1. Rafinha. And there is the referee's whistle for full time. Even Steven here, they can't be separated. We were treated to goals. And Stuart, interested to get your verdict.
Well, Derek, what a good game it was. Plenty of chances, some good attacking play and a couple of outstanding individual performances. I really enjoyed that one.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Arsenal facing Manchester City.
Thanks, Derek. Well, this should be a decent game today. Both managers will have a game plan. Both teams have a certain style of play, and both sides will want to start quickly. I'm looking forward to this.
The threat averted by Zambrotta, and firing it towards goal on the volley, could have gone in.
Well, that's a big chance. Yes, it's on the volley, but I think he should score there.
An encouraging Arsenal move. Danger averted. Well, they pressed them high, and here they come. Oh, looked rushed there. Still possibilities. Well, a time for cool heads. Jude Bellingham. Dembele. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Sound piece of defending. Can they forge ahead? Well, goodness me, into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp. Kane. He's got to score! And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So the match is restarted, 1-0 here. Might be onto something with that ball. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. So back in business, the second half underway, and City trying to plot a route back into this one. Pirlo. Can he finish this? And a goal! There he is at the double. They just can't subdue him.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. Dembele. And intercepted by Nesta. Jude Bellingham. Dembele on the ball. Kane. And the clearance was by Pirlo. Opportunity. And there it is! 3 goals in front now. An immense performance.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
And they will make the change now. So back with the action, and Arsenal sprinting away with ease. Gervinho. Nicely cut out. Just 20 minutes remaining now. Kane. And Zambrota able to deal with the danger. Well, he's certainly not alone. Oh, genuine chance. Corner for Manchester City. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. And there's the final whistle, the big headline, defeat for City. What did you make of this?
That was a worrying display. They were completely outplayed in almost every department. The coach has got a lot of work to do before the next game.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. It is Manchester United facing Manchester City.
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kickoff, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Son. Encouraging stuff from United. And let's give credit to the defending. Sneijder. Oh, yes! You cannot strike them any better than that! Brilliant goal!
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
So underway again here. 1-0 the score. Dembele. Pirlo. Now with Bellingham. Can they convert? And a very good challenge. And the threat averted by Cannavaro. Sneijder. And they need to get tighter here. Is it going to be? And you have just witnessed a really high-class save.
Well, you won't see a better reaction save than that. That is a superb piece of goalkeeping.
Sneijder! And it's in for Manchester United. They are on a victory course.
Well, he wasn't going to waste this chance. 1v1 against the keeper, and he slots it away with great confidence. That's a good finish.
So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. Federico Di Marco. Decisive in the tackle. And a throw in here. Gervinho. Chance was building. Jamie Carragher. Almost at half-time, and they're making home advantage count, I think it's fair to say. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, from an attacking point of view, it's been a very good performance. I've really liked the way they've got the ball from back to front, then how the forwards have got away from their markers, and the speed of their attacks as well. It's been a really impressive first half.
A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Back in business, and no sugarcoating it. There was a big gulf between them in the first half. Will we see a response from City in the second? Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. But a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Heung-min Son. Wesley Sneijder. Sneijder. Could be a goal! They're absolutely racing away with this. 3 to the good now.
Well, just watch this again. A change of pace, a change of direction, and a decent finish. That's a very good goal.
So the action underway once more, and it's beginning to look as though it's a case of how many for United. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, the action continues, and no shortage of goals. 3-1 as things stand. Son. And an astute piece of defending. Into the final 20 minutes. Zambrotta. Throw in to Manchester United. Rafinha. De Kuit. Well, not far away from full-time now, and United excelling here.
Well, I think the scoreline reflects the difference between the two teams. For most of the game, they've dictated the play, and they've created some really good chances. I think it's been an excellent performance.
And the threat averted by Zambrotta. And there's the final whistle, the big headline, defeat for City. What did you make of this?
Well, Derek, I thought it was a subpar performance from them. Just didn't look as sharp as normal, and I don't think they deserved anything from the game. They need to get a better performance in next time out.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with his tactics charts at the ready is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It is Manchester City against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, as is always the case, both teams will look to control the centre of the pitch. Whichever can do that will dominate possession and probably the game. This is going to be key, I think, today.
Andrea Pirlo. Well, good run and good ball control. Well, a bit naughty, that challenge, so early in the contest. Interesting to see what the referee's going to do about it. And the first yellow card is handed out.
And he's going to be walking a tightrope for the rest of the match now.
Oh, in with a chance. Chance still there. And a goal! That is a very bright start. Perfect way to open.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
And back underway. 1-0 it is. Michael Laudrup. Moving forward effectively. Oh, big opportunity. Well, nearly shaving the post with that header. Kimmich. And PSG pushing forward with options available. Can he score? What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing, drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts with the delivery into the box, just begging someone to get on the end of it. And what a clever bit of play it was from Messi, both with his movement and his finish. That's a nice goal.
So the ball rolling again at 2-0. Gvardiol. Laudrup on the ball. And Messi in full control of the ball here. Can they convert? And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, as you can see, what a good bit of play this is. The build-up is excellent, 1- and 2-touch passing, clever movement, and a fairly simple finish. Great team goal.
So on with the game. Much to admire about PSG, who look as though they're really in the mood. And buying them time. Di Marco. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. A City free kick forthcoming. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So back in business here, and PSG dominating the proceedings in the first half. Will we see a similar pattern in the second 45? Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. Kimmich. This attack looks highly promising. Oh, goodness gracious me! It's a special goal from miles out.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. 30 minutes to go then. Andrea Pirlo. And he's made headway. A goal! How about that? He's put it away to make it a hat-trick.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Carvajal. Good-looking run. Opportunity for Carvajal. Oh, there it is! It's one goal after another, and it speaks to the quality of that performance.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Pirlo. Dembele. 10 minutes left for play. Laudrup. Oh, a powerful effort. Close. Park Ji-sung. Park. On to Messi. Here's Carvajal. And he might be through here. And unfortunately for him, he had worked his way into an offside position.
And I think everybody in the ground could see that was always going to be offside.
And there's the final whistle, and we can confirm a victory for Paris Saint-Germain. What did you think of their overall display?
You're absolutely right. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner on this occasion is Stuart Robson. And with the atmosphere really building up nicely, we should be in for a terrific contest. It's Real Madrid facing Manchester City.
Well, the atmosphere is building nicely here, and we've got two teams who like to play good football. Let's hope we get a good game here. It should be.
Carvajal. What can Real do from this position? And he got to it fairly easily. Dembele. Now with Park. And the verdict of the officials is offside.
Well, he just gets caught ball watching here. Needs to be more alive, work harder to keep onside, and be ready for the chance.
Danger averted for now. Park Ji-sung. Kaut. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. Dirk Kuyt. And the attack continues with Müller dragging it forward. Well, he was miles out, but still had the audacity to go for goal.
Yeah, as you said, a long way out, but what a good strike that was. He hit it so cleanly.
Dembele. Dembele! And he's in. And there it is! The breakthrough! That will do nicely.
Well, just look at his strength here. He holds off the challenge, he keeps his balance, and he finds the back of the net. It's a wonderful goal.
So Real restart the game. Disappointed to have conceded. Can they find an equaliser? Best. Could be more trouble. And a goal! An end-to-end game, and they weren't behind for long.
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. De Kuyt. Park. And a tidy ball. Oh, big chance! The net is staring him in the face. And a goal! He's put it away! A celebratory moment!
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. The first half here comes to an end. So back in business, the second half underway, and City trying to plot a route back into this one. Well, they've given him too much space. In it goes! To square the game! What a contest this is turning out to be!
Well, here we can see just how good this goal is. It has everything. Skill, pace and power. There was no stopping him there.
So the ball is running again at 2-2. Carvajal. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Park. And on to Park. Still alive. And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here!
Well, let's take another look. And wow, how cleanly does he hit that? The keeper was never going to save it. What a good goal that is.
You can't really say defences are on top. 3-2. Dembele. Now with Bellingham. De Kuyt. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Best. Federico Di Marco. Making sure nothing came of it. Just 15 minutes remaining. Kuyt. Dembele. And Dembele couldn't keep the ball.
Well, these fans have been brilliant. Just listen to the noise inside this stadium. Surely this will inspire the players to hang on. What a noise we've got.
Pirlo. Chasing this game, Manchester City, with time running out. And not one, but two substitutions here for Real Madrid. This could square the game. Oh, a goal! That levels it in the closing phase of this game.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side...
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. My name's Derek Ray, and delighted to have alongside me, as usual on these occasions, Stuart Robson. And everyone here on tenterhooks, you'd have to say, with good reason. It is Manchester City against Paris Saint-Germain.
Well, it doesn't matter how good your players are or what formation they're playing in, you have to earn the right to play. And I'm sure that would have been reiterated by both managers in the dressing room. It promises to be a really good game here.
Very alert defending to cut off the supply. Veron. And teammates around him. Well, disappointing end to the move. Well, the ball back with City here. Gervinho, and he's in. And that'll be offside. Pirlo. Oh, he's through here. And putting paid to the danger. Dirk Kuyt. This might get them in front. But then the commentator's curse comes into play. Veron. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
So City get the match restarted. Can they come up with an equaliser having conceded? Di Marco. Pirlo. Park Ji-sung. Kylian Mbappe. Stoichkov on the ball. Now with Kimmich. Park. PSG looking dangerous. Opportunity it is. Oh, I think he'll be kicking himself. Ruled offside.
Well, his instinct should have told him he was offside there. He has to be more alert in the box.
Well, nearing the half-time interval and PSG in front. Interested to get your thoughts on their performance so far.
Yes, they're defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent. But any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. Well, they get the ball rolling again. Paris Saint-Germain with the advantage, but no room for complacency. Plenty of support here. And punched away. Well, a corner for Paris Saint-Germain. What can they do with it? Substitution it is for PSG. Federico Di Marco. Gabriel. And Bellingham. Dembele. The defenders know you can't really allow space like that. Can they open them up? But then the one that fails to hit its target. Yaya Toure. Dirk Kuyt. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Still pressure. And a time for cool heads. A quarter of an hour remaining here. Still ahead by a goal and moving the ball with purpose. This could level it. Oh, not clear just yet. Late drama here. Level once more. Incredible scenes.
Well, just look at the defending here. They just don't read the danger. It's a poor goal to concede.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. PSG on the attack as the minutes tick. Can they forge ahead? And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, as you can see, he makes it look easy in the end, but I think that's a good finish. He'll be pleased with that.
So back underway here. Can they hold on to their lead? Manchester City have work to do, but is it going to happen for them? And so there we have it, the final whistle, and Manchester City have lost this game. What did you make of it?
It was a hard-fought contest, which neither side completely dominated, but the result will certainly hurt them. They need to bounce back next time out.
Welcome everyone on a perfect night for football with the floodlights beaming down. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Barcelona facing Manchester City.
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? Oh, that is a goal from long range. He won't soon forget. Absolutely right out of the top drawer.
Well, let's take another look, because this is a special goal. He's so far out when he strikes it. He couldn't have hit that any better.
So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. Pirlo. Gervinho has it. And Bellingham. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. But timely defending when it mattered. And he might be through here. Well, the keeper quickly off his line, dealt with it brilliantly. Oh, he's given the ball away. Dembele. Frank Lampard. Federico Di Marco. Jude Bellingham. Gervinho has it. This could square the game, and it's gone in. Just what was needed for Manchester City, who now have squared it.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just watch his technique here. He just hits through the back of the ball with such power. There's no stopping that. So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here.
Confident attacking play. Well, he hit it with authority. Close. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So the referee's whistle as the action is restarted. Oh, that's a fine pass. No-nonsense clearance. Dembele. Well read to put an end to that attack. And Barca moving the ball with purpose. Can he finish? And still dangerous. Couch called upon. 30 minutes to go then. Dembele. Teammates available. Couch. Not really the ideal clearance. And nothing comes of that attack. Cole Palmer. Well, nicely cut out. Rafinha. Szoboszlai. Well, he was certainly up for the long-range shot, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think it was worth a go. Certainly struck it well. Well, if they get the winner now, these Barca fans will go absolutely wild. What an atmosphere we've got inside this stadium. It's going to be a really tense finale to this game.
Well, great hands from the goalkeeper. It was a decent header as well. And the keeper's going to be very grateful because that wasn't the best of deliveries. And level it is in the waning moments. Can Barcelona change that situation? And there it is, the full-time whistle. Well, they can't be separated, and goals very much part of the equation. Stuart, as always, interested to get your final analysis.
Well, Derek, it was a really good game between two evenly matched teams. Both had their moments, but neither side really deserved to lose this one.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as always, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Real Madrid facing Manchester City.
Well, often we talk about the tactics, the individual players that are missing, but so often it's the mentality of the players that is key to winning any football game. Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
Garincha. And it might be. Well, plenty of power there, but in fairness, should have made the keeper work. He succeeds in clearing it. Chiellini. Modric. Gullit has it. Oh, in with a chance! And mistimed the run, sadly. That's offside. and buying them time. Really inventive. Can he put them in front? And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
One 0 then. Smart defending. Ribéry! Oh, right in the nick of time. And a little too close to the keeper in the end. And danger dealt with for now. And Modric carries it forward. Well, let's see what he does next. Well, just off target, but it goes down as a chance to extend their lead.
Well, it was a decent effort, but in the end, not quite good enough, was it?
Bellingham. Will he find the net? Well, he took care of it defensively. Gullit. It has to be. And it's in! Real Madrid firmly in charge here.
Well, here you can see it again. Good run, great strength, and a composed finish under pressure. That's a top-class goal.
So back underway with the scoreline standing at 2-0. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So the second half underway, and City left with a real mountain to climb. Garincha. The ball with Luke. And he might be through here. And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
Well, on they go again, and Real very much in control. Jude Bellingham. Garincha. Garincha now. Oh, he's through here. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, just look how he holds off the defender. He keeps his balance and he still hits the target. What a good goal that is.
Substitution for Real Madrid. Well, we're into the final half hour. Jude Bellingham. Gvardiol. Franck Ribéry. Stoichkov. Ribéry. Stoichkov on the ball. Ably cut out by Zambrotta. Jude Bellingham. Dembele on the ball. And Bellingham. Bellingham. He must finish. And alleviating the pressure. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter. And it's opening up. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, that was a fairly easy finish in the end, but he still had to take it. He won't mind how they come, though.
So the match has restarted, but a real sense of inevitability about it now. And so there we have it, the final whistle, and Manchester City have lost this game. What did you make of it?
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game. They need to do a lot of improving before the next time out.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It is Manchester City taking on Liverpool.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Tremendous intuition to win it back. Jude Bellingham. Well, when all was said and done, Stuart, he wasn't a million miles away.
No, he wasn't, because he generates so much power from that sort of distance. His technique is brilliant.
Henry. Gullit has it. Ruud Gullit. Charlton. Cucurella. And Pele on the ball. Cucurella. And a simple clearance, a good one. And in with a real chance. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here.
Well, look at this again, because this is a really well-worked goal. The passing is incisive, the movement off the ball is bright, and it leads to a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a great goal.
And Liverpool get the ball moving again, looking to find a reply to that setback. Bobby Charlton. Can he find the right pass? But timely defending when it mattered. Genuine chance. And now the goal the City fans wanted to see. It's hard to see them throwing this away.
Well, as you can see, this is absolutely brilliant. He's such a good runner with the ball, and it's a great individual goal. Brilliant from him.
Two 2-0 now, and back underway. Kaut. Dembele. Dembele on the ball. Playing with patience. Well, not away properly. Well, that's the end of that for now. And the whistle is sounded for half-time in this game. So back in business, Liverpool left with a real mountain to climb in the second half. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own, and credit is due for that good piece of defending. Good work from Liverpool to make sure possession changed hands. Dembele, can he take advantage? And you cannot argue with a hat-trick. Simply unstoppable today.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
3 goals without reply. And into the last 30 minutes now. And he's through here. Great moment. A goal! Exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Anthony. Federico Di Marco. Gervinho. Into the advanced position. Moving the ball really well here. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, you have to admire this bit of play. Just look how he runs with the ball. He always looked in control, didn't he? That's a brilliant goal.
Just 15 minutes remaining. Pele. Well, timed his challenge magnificently. Dembele. It's got to be. Well, how has he kept that out?
Yeah, agile, athletic and sharp. What a good save that was.
Just the clearance that was needed. Count! A goal here! Giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, when you see this again, the defending just isn't good enough. The clearance doesn't get enough height on it, doesn't get enough distance on it, and suddenly the ball's being played back into their danger area, and they don't reorganise themselves, and that's why the ball's in the back of their net.
Pele. Anthony. Now with Beckham, and there's the final whistle. It goes into the books as a City victory.
You're absolutely right, Derek. Their attacking play was excellent, full of energy and pace, and the midfield completely dominated the game. It was a great all-round performance.
Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray, and joining me to provide expert analysis is Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It is Manchester City, and they take on Real Madrid.
Well, this should be interesting today. I like the makeup of both teams. They really do have a good balance of attacking and defensive qualities. But the team that has the greater desire will probably come out on top.
Plenty of support here. Just wanted to get it out of there. Count. Pirlo. Oh, that's a fine pass. And dealt with smartly. He read it quicker than anyone. Diego Carlos. Jude Bellingham. The ball with Martinez. Moving the ball more than decently, but can they take the lead? And just flicked off the defender, so a corner coming up. Safely away. Bellingham. Well, good run and good ball control. Dembele. And the keeper is able to deal with the danger. Well, he was dreaming of scoring, but ruled offside.
Well, it all happened very quickly, so I wouldn't criticise him too much. At least he was in there.
Such a fine reader of the game, Andrea Pirlo. And they need to get tighter. Struggling to get it away. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So into the second half with these two sides locked together. Can he find the right pass? And just losing control of the ball, and it will be a throw-in. Gabriel. Cleared away. Well, he's won the ball. Managed to get it out of there. Campbell with the clearance. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. Martinez. Bellingham. Real find themselves in a position of menace. Was it a great clearance? And a goal! Just when we wondered if this might finish 0-0. There it is. They're in front.
Well, he's got to get more distance on that clearance. It's a poor way to concede a goal.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Oh, he's lost possession. Chance for Dembele. And the verdict of the officials is offside.
Well, he just gets caught ball watching here. Needs to be more alive, work harder to keep onside and be ready for the chance. Well, these City fans still believe they can get back into this, but they're going to have to throw everything at it now. Time is running out.
And there's the final whistle, the big headline, defeat for City. What did you make of this?
Not quite good enough today. Yes, they only lost by 1 goal, but I never felt they were in control of the game. A frustrating day all round for the coach to think about for the next time.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm your match commentator, Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player, Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It is Manchester City taking on Liverpool.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
Well, the keeper ultimately resolved the situation. Well, nothing comes of it. Excellent defending. Ciro Immobile. Felix Mecha. Mecha. JJ Okocha. Felix Mecha. And teammates around him. Can they forge ahead? And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, here it is again. He hits this so sweetly, doesn't he? That's a brilliant goal from a top-class player.
So City get the match restarted. Can they come up with an equaliser having conceded? Gianluca Zambrotta. And the keeper is there to cover up. Dembele. Chance for Dembele. And that's what they needed, Manchester City. A goal to level matters here.
Well, here's another look, and you can see what a good finish this is. He holds off the defender brilliantly and keeps his composure. That's a great goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Veron. Gene. Okocha has it. Immobile now. Veron. Good-looking move. Well, can they open up the defence here? Can he put them ahead? Oh, they're not out of trouble. And there it is, the half-time whistle. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Erling Haaland. JJ Okocha. No, high quality defending. Count. This might get them in front. So half an hour remaining. JJ Okocha. Okocha. He has teammates around him. Must be. Can he put them in front? And the danger is averted. City moving the ball forwards. What can they do from here? But the danger averted for now. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Gene. And here come Liverpool. A goal at this late stage might settle things, but nothing comes of it. Good defending it was.
Well, the atmosphere is so tense inside this stadium.
And that is going to be all for this game. Well, we were treated to goals, but no winners in the end. Stuart, what did you make of it?
Well, Derek, it was certainly entertaining. Both sides had periods of the game where they were dominant, but overall, I think a draw is just about the right result.
Hello, it's great to be with you. And no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name is Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and sitting next to me, ready to give you all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It is Manchester City versus Manchester United.
The scene is set, two good teams, a great playing surface and a vibrant atmosphere. It has all the ingredients for a really exciting game.
Nice looking move, this. Well, goal kick, just as it was looking promising. Kono. The Red Devils have lost the ball. Oh, surely. In it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Bellingham. And tidily played. Well, the keeper calmly putting that moment of danger to bed. Bellingham. Giovanni Di Lorenzo. Ndidi. Lionel Messi. Kono. Now Ndidi. Keeping the ball moving. Kono. No panic, just passing. Well, the pressure was on, but the keeper stepped up to deal with it. Bellingham. A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Well, half-time coming up shortly. City with the lead here. Stuart, how about your thoughts on what they've put into the game?
Yes, they've defended really well all over the pitch. Their work rate and discipline has been excellent. But any drop in tempo and this lead could easily slip away.
And the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Back underway then, and work to do for United given the scoreline. Passing it around as the search goes on for an equaliser. So the referee says goal kick. Dirk Kuyt. Really nice looking pass. Real chance. And a goal it is for Manchester City. They are the team on course for victory.
Well, here it is again, and it was never really in doubt, was it? He was always going to score from there.
So underway again, and a 2-0 advantage here. So a half an hour remaining. Gene. Reina. Now Ndidi. Giovanni Reina. Plenty of support here. Can he get one back? Well, last gasp defending, but brilliant defending. United have it once again. A City free kick forthcoming. And danger dealt with for now. Opportunity, and so near on the volley.
Well, he'll be frustrated with that finish. That was a big opportunity there.
Here's a change for Manchester United. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Into the advanced position. Giovanni Reina. Well, there's the final whistle, and Manchester City have come out on top in this game. Your verdict?
They were dominant in most aspects of the game, particularly in that midfield area, and they also looked threatening in the top third of the pitch. It's a really good result for them.
Well, the weather forecasters promised us an agreeable day for football, and that's exactly what we've got. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And without doubt, a match with the potential to bring genuine excitement. It is Manchester City taking on Real Madrid.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Pirlo. Dembele on the ball. And nice vision. Cleared away. Francisco Conceição. A struggle to keep the ball from Real. Pirlo. Now with Count. Wonderful chance. And a goal! 1-0 it is. They've been pushing for the opener, and now they have it.
We'll look at the finish here. He's just eased that beyond the keeper. That's a good goal, you have to say.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. And a bit short with the clearance. And I think the threat has been averted. Dembele. So nearing the break, and City hold the edge. Stuart, how about your critique of what they put into the game so far?
Well, I think they've been the better side in this first half. They've defended well, they've looked dangerous in attack, and they've controlled the midfield. It's been a solid performance so far.
So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this match. Into the second half then, and Real doing the chasing. Given away by Real Madrid. Now a potentially a real opening now. And a goal to increase their advantage. It's a 2-goal lead now.
Well, just look at this again. He's so hard to knock off the ball once he gets going. Of course the defending could be better, but that's a great individual goal.
So 2-0 now. Can he find the right pass? 30 minutes left for play. An effective challenge. Jude Bellingham. Dembele on the ball. And a tidy ball. Francisco Conceição. Now they can reorganise. Well, now he's let that run out of play, and it will be a throw-in here. Well, Real Madrid are going to make the change now. Gervinho. Pirlo. Gervinho has it. Andrea Pirlo. Dembele on the ball. Dembele. Oh, surely! And there it is! That will put the seal on victory if there were any lingering doubts.
Well, here you can see it again. He's gone for placement over power, and it's a brilliant finish.
Is this going to be a thrashing? 3-0 now. And there goes the final whistle. It ends in defeat for Real Madrid, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
You're absolutely right, Derek. While the result is poor, the display was even worse. They never got to grips with the opposition. They were second best in every facet of the game. They need to do a lot.
And a warm welcome on what is a fine day for football. I'm delighted to be able to report. I'm Derek Ray, in position to bring you live match commentary, and my expert analyst, as always on these occasions, is Stuart Robson. And every reason to believe we're in for an entertaining match here. Stuart, your expectations?
Yes, thanks as always. We've got two good teams here, so I'm anticipating a really good game. The atmosphere is electric inside the stadium before kick-off, and hopefully we're not disappointed.
Park Ji-sung. And the pass keeps them going. Unable to keep the ball. Baumann with it. Traore. Patrick Kluivert. Well, the defenders know they need to get tighter, but quick thinking defensively. Traore. Park. Made the move off his line. Reacted really well. Dembele. Pirlo. And he did what he had to do defensively. Park. Here's Traore. Nervy clearance. On a time for composure on the ball. Dembele. Now, who can he play it to? The first half here comes to an end. So, off and running again, and I must say, I hope the first half was simply a warm-up act for what is to come. Pedri. Pedri. Well, making considerable progress with the ball. Will he play it in? That's a well-struck pass. Rifled against the post, but back in play. Did well to clear it away. Getting forward. Well, it came to nothing in the end. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. So making the substitution now. Pedri. And good anticipation. Traore. On to Pedri. Well, they're certainly thinking about a winner. Patrick Kluivert. And a corner conceded. And with that, the referee brings this match to an end. Both sides had their moments over the course of the 90 minutes, but it finishes in a stalemate. Stuart, what did you make of it all?
Well, yes, Derek, probably not the best game. I don't think either team played to their full potential. The final ball was often lacking, and the chances they did create, they were unable to take advantage of. A bit disappointing, really, as I was expecting more.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today, no rain in sight. I'm Derek Ray on the commentary gantry, and sharing duties with me today, Stuart Robson. And with the game just moments away now, this really ought to be a superb watch. It is Manchester City facing Barcelona.
Well, thanks, Derek. The best coach I played under would always tell us before kick-off, earn the right to play. If you can win your individual battles, outrun your opponent, eventually you'll get the space to show your ability. I'm sure that's being echoed by the coaches here today.
Oh, big opportunity! Great moment, and a goal! Just what the fans wanted to see, the ideal way to begin.
Well, as you can see, he makes it look easy in the end, but I think that's a good finish. He'll be pleased with that.
One 0 then. Bentancur. Now Son. Barcelona. Ljungberg. And it's 2 for him today. A masterful performance. The defenders unable to stop him.
Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever back heel, but he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
So underway once more, 2-0 the lead here. Andrea Pirlo. Kaut. Moving the ball really well here. Moving the ball nicely, looking for that final pass. And the defender got the last touch. That'll be a corner. Not really the ideal clearance. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. Dembele. It's with Bentancur. This is looking threatening. A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, this is a very tidy finish, as you can see. He's under so much pressure, but his strength just allows him to hit through the ball cleanly. It's an excellent goal.
Well, the ball is moving again, and Barcelona really cantering to victory now. Bentancur. Marcos Llorente. Now with Pele. Marcos Llorente has it. Dembele. How can he take them on and beat them? A City corner it is. And with that, the first half draws to a close. So the second half is underway, and I must say it really was a spellbinding performance from Barcelona in the first 45. Bentancur. And on to Ljungberg. Marcos Llorente. Now, who can he play it to? Can he take advantage? A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, as you can see, he hits this with so much power, but just look at the follow-through. So athletic. That's a dynamic strike.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Pirlo. So a half an hour remaining. Freddie Ljungberg. Bentancur with it. Will he finish? Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche of goals. No let up here.
Well, as you can see, this is a wonderful strike. He makes the perfect connection, and he has so much pace on it. It's a great goal.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Pirlo. Gervinho has it. Now with Kaut. Pirlo. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Son. Well, good run. And Son! And a goal this time. Applying the finishing touch. Just what the doctor ordered.
Well, as we see it again, he was never going to miss that, was he? That's a really simple finish in the end.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Well, we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Dembele. Gervinho has it. Can he put it in? Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay, and it all starts off with that cross into the box, just begging for a teammate to get on the end of it. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
Son. And there's the final whistle. The big headline, defeat for City. What did you make of this?
That just wasn't good enough today. A lack of a game plan, too many players below par, and not enough energy all around the pitch. A really worrying performance for me.
Hello and welcome, and I can tell you it was a dry walk to the gantry today. No rain in sight. I'm your match commentator Derek Ray at the microphone, and sitting alongside me is the former Arsenal, West Ham and Coventry midfield player Stuart Robson. And we can't wait for this one to start with justifiable cause. It is Manchester City taking on Real Madrid.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Chances on. Oh, perhaps this time. Oh, in it goes! At the second time of asking, and the keeper feels hung out to dry.
Well, here we can see it again. Normally I'm the first to point the finger at a goalkeeper, but I think it's a good initial save. I'm not sure he could have done much more. Just a bit unfortunate, really, that it dropped to an opponent.
So, back in action. Will there be a quick response from City? There needs to be. Joshua Kimmich. Rice with it. Koundé. Well, passing moves like this will keep confidence levels up. And flag raised, offside.
Well, that was always going to be offside. He just needed to hold on to the ball that little bit longer.
Gervinho. Just knocked it out of there. Now, options are plenty. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Joshua Kimmich. Confident attacking play. Real chance. And a goal it is for Real Madrid. They are on a victory course.
Well, here you can see what a good goal this is. He hits it so cleanly and the keeper has no chance. That's a great strike.
So the ball rolling again. 2-0 the score. Jude Bellingham. Dembele. And on to Count. And unable to pick out a teammate. And that'll be a throw. Ricardo Carvalho. Jules Koundé on the ball. On to Haaland. Saka. On to Haaland. Declan Rice. And Real's creative tendencies coming to the fore. And it goes! Well, it's one goal after another. A highly impressive performance.
Let's see this again, because the delivery into the box couldn't be any better. Played into just the right area, and it ends up with a fairly simple finish. Certainly not much the goalkeeper can do about that.
So the action continues, and Real very much bossing the proceedings. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. Well, the ball moving again, and Real very much in charge of this one. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. Zambrotta. Well, after pressing like that, maybe the short route to goal. Bellingham. And he stopped them in their tracks. Zico. Well, there's a really... Zico! A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them.
Well, as you can see, he's a dangerous runner with the ball. He has such good balance and pace. That's a top-class goal, isn't it?
So deciding to make a personnel change at this juncture. A lopsided contest, 4-0. Given away by City. And into the last 15 minutes of action. Oh, got into position brilliantly. Jude Bellingham. Dembele. Again, City have lost the ball. Into the advanced position. Oh, could be. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, as you can see, he's a great talent. What a run, what a goal, and what a player he is.
So the match has restarted, but you do feel that is that. Andrea Pirlo. Now with Di Marco. That is and that is that, the end of the game. It goes into the books as a win for Real Madrid. What did you think of their overall performance?
Well, it was a very assured performance, wasn't it? I was particularly impressed with their play going forward. Really lively, almost cutting through at will at times. The result was never much in doubt, if I'm honest.
And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the analysis, is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Real Madrid facing Manchester City.
Thanks, Derek, as always. This should be a good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for?
Plenty of support here. Really vital interception here. Michael Olise. Wesley Sneijder. Really inventive stuff from Real here. And a goal to open the scoring. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the replay, and just look at that power. That's almost unstoppable. That's a great strike.
So the ball rolling again with the scoreline standing at 1-0. Pirlo. Dirk Kuyt. Chance here. Well, what a stop that was. And De Rossi got it out of there. Oh, a really untidy loss of possession. Nicely saved. Drogba. And the ball with Gerrard. Oh, in with a chance. Steven Gerrard. Koundé. Interception to snuff out the danger. Federico Di Marco. Bellingham. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So the second half underway, and no doubt about it, City with work ahead of them. Drogba. What purity of hit! Caught it absolutely perfectly.
Well, here it is again, and wow, just take a look at this. He's absolutely nailed this one. What a strike that is from distance.
So 2-0 now. Andrea Pirlo. And Manchester City moving the ball with purpose. Can he do it? And that is defending of the highest order. A gift for any goalkeeper. Pirlo. Dembele. Andrea Pirlo. Gervinho has it. Dembele on the ball. Fluency of movement. Good patient build-up as they try to fashion something. Sneijder. Attacking possibilities for Real. Sneijder! And a goal! What a magnificent display! It's such a one-sided contest here.
Well, I won't get tired of watching this. It's an outstanding bit of play. Just look how far he runs with the ball. That's a great goal.
Substitution for Real Madrid. So the action continues and Real very much bossing the proceedings. Jude Bellingham. Well, he's certainly not alone. Just lost his focus. Throw in here. Stoichkov. Well, close to the end of this contest and Real Madrid absolutely cruising. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, what can you say about this performance?
Sneijder! Oh, good defending to stop a decent-looking attack. A City free kick forthcoming. And so the referee blows for full time, and it's disappointment for Manchester City.